Right now, you're carrying something heavy. Maybe it's heartbreak. Maybe it's grief. Maybe it's the suffocating weight of disappointment or the sharp sting of betrayal. You feel it in your chest, in your throat, in the pit of your stomach. And you've been told to heal from it, to move past it, to let it go. But what if I told you that's only half the story? What if that pain, that raw, aching wound inside you, is the most potent creative fuel you'll ever possess? Most people try to numb their pain or bury it, but the artists, the writers, the creators who leave marks on this world, they learn something different. They learn to transform suffering into something that transcends it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Not by escaping your pain, but by weaponizing it. Part 1. Why pain is the superior fuel. Let's destroy a comfortable myth right now. You don't create your best work when you're happy and content. Comfort breeds complacency. Happiness makes you soft. When everything is perfect, there's no tension, no urgency, no fire. Your best work doesn't come from a place of peace. It comes from the edge, from the breaking point, from the moment when everything inside you demands to be expressed or you'll explode. Think about the mechanics of pressure. Diamonds form under extreme pressure. Stars are born from violent cosmic collisions. Growth doesn't happen in the absence of resistance. It happens because of it. Your emotional pain is pressure. It's intense, uncomfortable, and unbearable at times. But that same pressure can crystallize your raw experience into something brilliant. Pain sharpens your perception. When you're hurting, suddenly you notice things you missed before. The way shadows fall across an empty room. The silence after someone hangs up. The weight of words left unsaid. Your senses become hyper-aware because your nervous system is on high alert. This heightened state, as agonizing as it is, gives you access to details and depths that casual observation never could. This is your advantage. This is your edge. But here's the critical part. Pain without direction is just suffering. Pain with intention becomes power. The difference between someone destroyed by their trauma and someone forged by it is simple. One person is consumed by the fire. The other person learns to direct the flames. Part 2, the alchemy process. So how do you actually transform pain into creative power? It starts with a fundamental shift in how you relate to your suffering. You need to stop being the victim of your pain and become its observer, its translator, its architect. First, you have to create distance without detachment. This sounds contradictory, but it's essential. You can't create from the center of a hurricane. You need to step back just enough to see the shape of your pain, to understand its structure, its patterns, its language. Imagine your pain as something outside of you, something you're studying with intense curiosity. What does it look like? What color is it? Does it have texture, weight, temperature? By externalizing it, you transform it from something that owns you into something you can work with. Next, you channel it immediately. Pain is most potent when it's fresh, when it's raw and bleeding. This is when you create, not later when you processed it, not when you've gained perspective. Right now in the white-hot center of it. Grab whatever medium calls to you in that moment. Write until your hand cramps. Paint until the canvas is destroyed. Compose until the melody captures the exact frequency of your anguish. Don't filter it. Don't make it pretty. Don't worry about whether anyone will understand. Just transmute the energy from one form to another. Then comes the crucial step. Finding the universal in the personal. Your specific pain, your individual heartbreak, it's uniquely yours. But the shape of that pain, the architecture of suffering itself, that's universal. Everyone knows what it feels like to lose something irreplaceable. Everyone understands the hollow ache of rejection. When you create from pain, you're not just expressing your experience. You're giving form to something everyone carries but few can articulate. This is where your pain becomes power, not just for you, but for everyone who encounters what you've created. Part 3, the discipline of darkness. Here's where most people fail. They wait for the pain to inspire them. They treat emotional turmoil like a muse that might visit. That's backwards. You need to develop the discipline to work with pain systematically, to have protocols in place before the next wave hits. Create your container. This is a dedicated space, time, or ritual where you allow yourself to fully feel and fully create. Maybe it's the hour before dawn when the world is silent. Maybe it's a specific room where you've placed objects that resonate with your darker emotions. Maybe it's a playlist that matches the frequency of your pain. The specifics don't matter. What matters is that you've constructed a controlled environment where you can safely detonate your emotions and capture the explosion. Practice emotional granularity. Most people experience pain as this monolithic thing, but pain has layers, textures, variations. Is it sharp or dull? Does it pulse or does it press? Is there rage underneath the sadness? Is there relief hidden in the grief? The more precisely you can identify what you're feeling, the more precisely you can translate it into your work. Vague pain creates vague art. Specific pain creates specific, powerful art. Learn to ride the cycles. Pain isn't constant. It comes in waves. There are acute moments of intensity and periods of dull ache. The acute moments are when you create with fury and urgency. The dull moments are when you shape what you've created, when you refine and structure. Both phases are essential. Both are part of the process. Part 4. The transmutation. Now we get to the transformation itself, the moment when your pain stops being just pain and becomes something more. This is the point where suffering transcends into meaning. You're not creating to feel better. That's therapy, and therapy has its place, but that's not what we're talking about. You're creating to make something that didn't exist before, something that justifies the pain by being worth the cost. Your heartbreak isn't healed by the song you write about it, but the song exists now, and it will outlive the relationship that destroyed you. That's the exchange. That's the alchemy. There's a strange mathematics to this. The depth of your pain equals the potential depth of your creation. Shallow discomfort produces shallow work. Profound suffering, when properly channeled, produces profound art. This doesn't mean you should seek out pain or romanticize it. Pain is not a trophy, but when it arrives, and it will arrive, you can choose to let it destroy you, or you can choose to build something from the rubble. The final piece of the transmutation is this. You have to release it. You have to take what you've created from your pain and send it out into the world. Not for validation, not for applause, but because the work is done. The energy has been transformed. Holding on to it at that point turns it back into suffering. Releasing it completes the cycle. Your pain entered you as chaos. It leaves as creation. Part 5, the aftermath. Here's what happens after you've successfully turned pain into creative power. The pain doesn't disappear. That's not how this works, but it changes. It becomes integrated. It becomes part of your depth, your complexity, your range as a creator. You'll find that you're no longer afraid of pain the same way. You'll stop avoiding it or numbing it because you'll recognize it for what it really is. Raw material, fuel, potential. This doesn't make you callous or cold. It makes you powerful. It makes you dangerous in the best way, because now you're someone who can take the worst moments of human experience and forge them into something beautiful, something terrible, something true. And when the next wave comes, because it will come, you'll be ready. You'll have your container. You'll have your discipline. You'll have your process. The pain will still hurt. That never changes. But now you know what to do with it. So here's the truth that nobody wants to tell you. Your pain is not a problem to be solved. It's not an obstacle to overcome. It's the price of admission to the depths where real creation happens. Everyone who ever made something that mattered paid this price. The only question is whether you'll pay it consciously, whether you'll transform it into something beyond yourself, or whether you'll let it consume you for nothing. Your suffering is not wasted if you transmute it. Your heartbreak is not meaningless if you make it mean something. Your trauma is not the end of your story if you use it to write new chapters. The pain you're carrying right now, the weight that's crushing you, that's your raw material. That's your power still in potential form. And you have a choice. You can let it rot inside you, or you can set it on fire and use the light to create something the world has never seen. The question isn't whether you have what it takes. The fact that you're hurting means you already do. The question is, what are you going to build from the ashes?